Hi, everybody. I hope you came here to learn American English with Sterling, and that's me. And this is a channel for serious adult learners who want to learn to understand and speak American English. So let me introduce myself here in English on this video. And if you want to listen to my Spanish introduction, which you might need to do, you can do that too in another video. Because if you're in my basic level target audience, then you'll appreciate the Spanish version. As you might already have understood, my name is Stirling, and for some people here in Mexico, I'm also known as Eduardo, because one of my middle names is Edward, and because most Spanish speakers here generally cannot pronounce my name, Stirling. So I call myself Eduardo here sometimes. And sometime in another video, I will tell you how that came to be. Anyway, to English speakers, my name is Stirling, and it sounds like an English name, like a name from England. And the name is from England, but I can guarantee you I know nothing about England. I regret to say I've never even been there, and I don't speak like I'm from there. I'm going to teach you how to speak English as it's spoken in the United States. And the English I'm going to teach you is called American English, because you need to know this. If you're from a Central American country, you're probably here to learn English because, well, I expect that that you'll be communicating mostly with Americans in English. So in the United States, I was born and raised in Ohio, and within the United States, I've also lived in Ohio, Kentucky, Missouri, North Carolina, Florida, and I've traveled to a lot of other states, and I've worked in a lot of other states of the United States, but after 60 plus years of doing that, now I've left the United States, where I now live here in a Spanish-speaking environment. And I live in Guadalajara, and I'm here for good. I'm not going anywhere. I've retired from working and living in the United States, where I had a variety of jobs. But now I've settled on teaching here in Mexico permanently, because the economy is really friendly to us here, as are the people. And since I've been here professionally, I've been teaching English as a foreign language to Mexicans. And I got to start with that, with a teaching English as a foreign language certificate that I earned here in Guadalajara at a reputable school, because there's a big market for learning English here, mostly for professional reasons in the business community. And it's a lot of fun being a part of it. So being a native speaker of American English, I can help you move forward in mastering the kind of English that's going to be the most useful to you in business or in finding a better job here. But specifically, I mean, that's going to be American English, taught by a native American English speaker, me. And we're going to try to make this fun and entertaining. I really hope that you find this channel to be entertaining. If you're looking to develop your business English, I can help you out there in general. Even though I don't have the specific certification for teaching business English, what's more important is that I came from 40 years of a technical business background in a lot of different technologies. And I've been in business for myself in the United States in several small companies. And I worked for quite a few years in a corporate work environment in the US. So, in all that process, I learned quite a bit about all the various aspects of operating a business. I know all the terminology. I know how to do a lot of things you need to do in business in English, and you'll need to learn to do the same thing if that's why you're here. And also a factor that's really important is that I can communicate with you very well in Spanish when we need to do that. In fact, I found that to teach the more basic levels of English here, speaking Spanish well has really been a huge advantage. There are a lot of teachers that insist that Spanish never be spoken in the English classroom, including the people that I earned my TEFL certificate from, but I really have to respectfully disagree with them. And why do I say that? It's because I taught myself to learn Spanish. I taught myself to speak Spanish. I never took a class, but I did it with the help of some online courses. And of course, the very first online course I started with was an English-based course. It made good sense to me to learn the basic rules starting in my own native language. First, it's just practical and realistic at the very beginning. And then once you grasp how to recognize sentences and how to put them together, once you know the basics, then we can try switching to an English-only environment, which we'll do here. But until then, I can speak Spanish with you. And even in the higher levels, maybe you might have some trouble figuring out how to say something more complex. You can always switch to Spanish with me anytime, whenever you need to. But of course, only when you really need to. And I'm referring to when we're doing private tutoring kind of things. So if you like this, subscribe to my channel, where I'm also doing some Spanish language related videos. Actually, I have a separate channel for doing Spanish language related videos. I just created this one specifically for doing English things. But please join me here learning American English with Stirling, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.